Hepinize tekrardan merhaba. The Shapeshifting Detective'in ikinci bölümüne kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. En son herkesi ziyaret etmiştik ve kimse bizimle görüşmüyordu. Taksi çağıracağız ve sıradaki kısma
It's
geçiyoruz.
8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Sam,
Ne oluyor?
I've got news. We've done a reading.
So Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands.
Hadi al işte. Ne oluyor?
This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552.
Ne?
I know. I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder.
Al işte.
Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name.
Kim?
Alice Munro.
Amirle bir görüşelim.
Sam,
Efendim.
do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me.
Hallet o zaman. Ne
We've
biliyoruz?
got a new
Anlat.
target, Alice Munro. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night.
Yok,
No
onun
one
kanıtını
corroborates.
aldım ben.
Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Şimdi sırayla Oscar'a bir gidelim. Oscar yok. Neredesin? Zek'in yanındasın değil mi? Değilsin.
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star
biliyorsun?
here. I always get the shot, Sam. One way or another.
Peki. Alice'in yanına gidelim. Merhaba hanımefendi.
You must be Sam.
Öleceksin. Haberin olsun.
I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me. Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show. He's fine. He keeps asking me to pose for him, you know, without any clothes on. I always say no.
Bana
We're
Po'dan bahset.
co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend. Can't we be both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now, but you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him. On air? We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding. Yes. We were friends. I hadn't known her for long, only a few weeks. We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show. After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back. This is just between us, right?
Aynen kardeşim. Anlat.
We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy. I'm not going into detail, Sam. We pledged each other.
Peki
multiple
anladık.
times.
Tamam. Biliyor
Oscar.
muydun?
Yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind. But she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else. I said some guys like to watch. So tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked.
Ya bu izleme muhabbetini anlatıyor. Katilin de onu aynı şekilde izlediğini
Killer was in
düşünüyorsun.
her wardrobe? What? Well, then it had to be Oscar. He's the only one it could be. That doesn't make any sense. Then she was seeing someone else? No.
Hadi
Someone
be.
she knew. Knew she'd be alone? A stalker? I don't think so. We were very discreet. It was more fun that way. No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. I was a Hollywood actress, and there were hundreds of magazines and newspapers all piling up on the red carpet, and they all had my picture on the front cover. But the red carpet wasn't carpet. It was a pool of blood, and it seeped through all the pages. Then I woke up.
Öyle diyorsun sen.
What do you think that means, Sam?
Rüyanın tersi de çıkabilir. Rüyanın tersini çıkartacağım ben sana. Senin rüya evresine
REM
geçmişsin
sleep.
demektir.
So, you don't think dreams mean anything? Everyone has meaningful dreams, Sam. Everyone.
Seni koruyacağım.
That sounds reassuring. I hope it's not just words, Sam.
Sen bendesin abla.
You've kind of just asked about Dorota since you got here.
Ölen kişi o çünkü. Ha, bir şey oldu. Aa,
Sam?
ne?
You forgot your phone.
Bin arabaya. Arabaya diyorum. Eve. Gir eve. Yürü. Abi bu kızı yalnız bırakmamak lazım. Git pansiyona. Değerli Violet. Sen kimsin?
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Oo. Merhaba.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
Bak bu kız çok enteresan konuşuyor ha.
What's your name?
Pardon o ses benden geldi. Sam.
I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret?
Kesinlikle.
Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you?
Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio. Yes, I believe I did. She was here once for something. Don't remember now. She has a wicked imagination for her age. I was seeing and hearing things that weren't there. That's why I'm taking pills. I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up.
Buraya Amir Dupont olup gelirim.
Not even the moon.
Blöf atmanın manası yok. Odaya gidelim.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief Dupont.
Ayrıldık. Violet.
Claude.
Abi Amir Dupont olarak konuşamaz mıyım?
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
Gidelim biraz Reyni sıkıştıralım. Yok. Lexi'yi sıkıştıralım. O da yok. Neredesiniz ya?
Chief Dupont. Thanks for calling in. At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
What's...
Yes, actually.
Oh.
Last year, with Dennis, remember?
Dennis? But you're still here.
No thanks to you. If Poe hadn't come back, then I'd still be tied up. God knows what he'd have done to me.
Zek. Yok. Şef Dupont'tan hiçbir şey çıkmadı. Odaya git. Ya da odaya gidip Sam olalım.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do.
Zach
Who's
Weston'ın
that?
öğrenebildiklerini öğren.
Is he a suspect? I guess he must be. Okay, I'm on the case. Just give me a minute to get ready and I'll be off.
Hadi aslan parçası. Biraz salak bir kız ama bence yapar.
No. I can do a reading
Evet,
if you want.
evet. Tam olarak bak.
Nine of Cups. This is a very positive card. Is Zach a suspect?
Evet.
Something feels wrong. He's too smug, too self-congratulating, like he's got away with something. I don't like this, Sam. I don't like this one bit at all. A little bit. What did you want to know? A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony. Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it? 3 attempts? Yes, that's likely, but 3 victims? That's up to you, Sam. No pressure. Was it a gold coin? That's more of a serial killer thing than a possessed by a traveler thing.
Bence de.
It's a bit showy, but no, there's no guarantees. I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help though. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing. Not necessarily. If it's a traveler, then they just jump into any vessel, have their fun and go. It just needs to be someone nearby.
Evet. Yardıma
Yes, of
ihtiyacım
course.
var.
Anything.
Merkür'den daha çok.
I've already been doing that, but sure, I'll keep at it. Maybe it'll feel sorry for me and finally put out.
Rayne'i ziyaret edelim.
In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. And we couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity. The Butcher of Birmingham received 3 life sentences and won't be seeing the light of day anytime soon. We know it wasn't him, though. We know it was a traveler.
Edison Monroe'yu tanımıyorlar. Boşuna uğraşmayalım. Oscar'la görüş. Oscar hala yok. Zack. Edison'la bir daha görüşelim. Pansiyonda kimle konuşmadık ya? Violet'le konuştuk. Konuşmadık mı? Konuştuk.
I don't really want to.
Anlat.
About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. Cold tap. Drip. Drip. Drip. And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me. It's happened 5 times, even on clozapine. Get that strange aura, then gone. Eye tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal. No. I have certain flashbacks. It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on.
Ne anlatıyorsun abla ya?
They rearrange us like decorations. Suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, and broken. Cuts. Bruises. Memories.
Allah Allah. Ray'ine gidelim. Alice Munro'yu anlat.
Yes, I met her at the radio station. I was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free.
Bu Rain de hani yapıyor Lexi. Sende var mı bir şey yok. Taksi.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Sıradaki kısma geçiş yapalım. Oscar'la
I'm
görüşelim.
going. There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
Hiçbir yere gidemezsin. Bir dur 2 dakika. Gitme. 1 dakika durduramıyor muyum? Nereye gidiyorsun? Git adam. Zek'le görüşelim.
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest.
İtirazım varmış
If you've
gibi.
got proof, arrest me, Sam. You're reaching. I'll go where I want, not where you want me to be.
Çok iddialı konuşuyorsun Zek. Alice. Hayattasın. Güzel, iyi durumdasın. Paul'la
You're the
görüşelim.
detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her?
Monroe ile
We've worked
yakınız.
together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. Heavens, no. I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins.
Aa,
Monroe and I are good friends, that's all. Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe, that was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course.
Dorota Shaw'dan bahset
We
biraz.
interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think
Aynen
she's in
öyle.
danger? Tarot.
Bunu demeseydin
Does
daha
this
iyi.
have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by?
Ne beyefendisi?
I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer
o
listener
adam.
questions. We said we'd think about it.
You know, this town is fascinating.
Dün akşam neredeydin diye
There's a lot
sorsaydım
more to
keşke
it
ya.
than
Aklıma
meets
gelmedi
the eye.
Ray'nin olduğu ya.
Have you ever read up on the real history of August?
Ya geç, boş yapma bana ya. Geçmiş
Then
ilgimi
I won't
çekmiyor.
bore you with it. Although you're missing out on a superbly bloodthirsty tale. Dennis Piper, or Victor, as he's now known, an over-affectionate fan that read one too many Lovecraft novels, tried to sacrifice Alice, would you believe? Lucky I was here to save her.
Bu adam kim? Deniz kim ya?
Yes, Dennis became Victor and moved to Sweden under the witness protection scheme. That's a whole other story I don't know about. On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
Ya millet ölmüş. Bu bana ne diyor bak. Ümüğünü sıkacağım ben bu adamın. Poe beni çok sinirlendirdi niyeyse. Ya biri ölmüş, cinayet çözmeye çalışıyorum. Geçmişini dinlemek ister misin diye soruyor bana.
No. It's you. I was hoping it might be Zach.
Haha, Zek buraya geliyor. Tatlım gelsin. Ne oluyor? Odana git.
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
Tamam. Gezginlerin varlığını onaylama hazır değiller. Zek.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Ayrıl hemen. Violet ben geldim. Ne haber tatlım?
The game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
Nah.
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio. You were at Dorota. I was at the studio.
No, you weren't. That detective's not stupid. Dupont might be, but not Sam. They'll put two and two together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You're a spy.
I followed you there, then back to the studio. You lied to the police. You lied to me. Done with you. We're finished. Don't come back here again.
Sen kaçırıldım dedin. Abi sana dön hemen. Ayrıl. Taksi çağır. Zek.
Well, if Violet said it, it must be true. I was here last night, as I said.
Abi Dorato. Violet elinde makasla az önce yürüdü burada. Koşturdu kadın. Merhaba.
Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason. He didn't. He was the one in her bedroom last night. I never made it that far. I just followed him to her house.
Aha, bana da aynısını dedi.
I wrongly assumed we were in a relationship. I thought that he was cheating on me. Which he was. I saw him leave Dorota's and I followed him straight after. I don't know if anyone else was there.
Hedef şaşırtıyor olabilir mi?
because I was protecting Zach? This looks bad,
Hayır.
doesn't it?
Abi bu bana hiç mantıklı bir açıklama gibi gelmedi.
No. Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man.
Peki. Abi bir taksi çağır. Amirle
Sam, I've
görüş.
got some heavy rain news.
Buyur. Benim hakkında elinde ne
Lawrence
var?
Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record.
Ne? Cinayet mi?
He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts.
Bu ne zaman
About 3
yaşandı?
months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Doors behind you.
Önce ne bildiğimi
Rain's
söyle
still a
bana.
suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bronwyn Castle has one. Lexi Taylor doesn't. I've got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. Ellis knows Violet because of the free radio project. Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zach. It's not looking good for Zach now. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. I think you've narrowed it down to Zach, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you. That's it.
It's now 10 o'clock.
Ben hala
Here's your August update.
Zek'teyim ya.
Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed.
Zek ya.
Alice, if
O
you're
eve
listening,
giren Zek'tir.
let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
Araştırmaya devam etmek istiyorum ben bu bölümde. Ay 50'se tıkladım. Bunu gerek yok. Zek. Sen tekrardan konuşamıyorum. Pansiyona bir gidelim. Lexi ile görüşmek istiyorum.
I found out he's a creep. He basically put the moves on me as soon as I walked through the door. You knew? Heads up would have been nice. Anyway, I did find out one thing that's pretty damning. He has a massive collection of books about serial killers. What's that about? A who, what, Petrov's what? No. Should I?
Rain'in adı bu.
He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help.
Bakalım abi. Tamam bak.
Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you. I shuffled before you got here. Okay. No, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently?
Kendine göre ayarladı burayı ya.
Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire.
Nasıl
I
ayarlamış.
think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel.
Ama
Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you? You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
Şimdi Lexi'ye yürüyelim. Lex çünkü ya Lexi bence işimize yarayacak ya. Lexi olduğunu düşünmüyorum. Çok saf bir kız. Rain'den ve Zek'ten şüpheleniyorum ama Rain de değildir ya.
It's a lovely place. It has the third most high-rise buildings of any city in the world.
Hadi ya.
So that's what this is about. Chief Dupont has finally dug up my old record.
Evet.
I am Lawrence Petrovsky. Victoria Cheng. A very good painter.
Neden?
I didn't kill her though. I was trying to save her.
Anlat
Hong
abi.
Kong. It was our third encounter with a traveller. We'd managed to trap her on the roof of an apartment complex. Roughly translated, the building was called Flight, which was ironic. When the traveller realised we had it cornered, it tried to jump off. I managed to grab Victoria's ankle, but I couldn't hold on. Hong Kong being Hong Kong, there was about 37 tourists that filmed the whole thing. So to some people, it looked like I was dangling her over the edge of a building to meet her doom. I wasn't. I was trying to save her.
Bunu kanıtlayabilecek biri var mı?
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them, continuously trying to stop them ruining lives. No, but they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble. We'd do a reading. Mercury would know.
Yeni kısma
It's
geçelim.
now 10 o'clock. Here's your August
Bunu az önce
update.
denettin ya.
Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief Dupont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
Sıradaki kısım.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens will be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Alice Munro? Good call.
Gitsin abi.
If she's not here, she can't get hurt.
Gitsin abi.
I don't understand. You're staying here, but you want me to leave? Where should I go?
Abi uzaklara. Arabaya bin ve sür.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Arabaya bin ve sür.
How do we know the killer doesn't have a car?